The biting wind whipped across the desolate plains of Patagonia, Argentina, carrying with it the mournful cry of a newborn infant, abandoned in the dense lenga forests surrounding the small village of El Chaltén. The tiny bundle, wrapped in a threadbare shawl, was a stark anomaly in the vast, untamed wilderness. Why his parents had left him, no one in El Chaltén could comprehend. Whispers of desperation and hardship circulated through the close-knit community, but no concrete answers emerged. The baby, oblivious to the human drama that had sealed his fate, simply wailed, his cries a fragile counterpoint to the raw, untamed symphony of the Patagonian wilderness. Days bled into nights, the forest his only cradle, unseen, unheard by human ears. A silent drama unfolded. Two majestic white tigers, rare inhabitants of this remote region, were drawn to the area by the faint scent of milk, the primal instinct to protect the vulnerable, a feeling that transcended species. They observed the infant from the shadows, their icy blue eyes gleaming in the dim light, their powerful forms radiating an aura of silent guardianship. They did not approach with aggression, did not perceive the child as prey. Instead, an unusual empathy seemed to emanate from them, a recognition of innocence in the face of abandonment. One frigid evening, the tranquility of the forest was shattered by the menacing howls of wolves. A pack of grey wolves, driven by hunger and the instinct to hunt, had discovered the abandoned child. They circled the infant, their eyes gleaming with predatory intent. They saw the baby not as a human, but as a potential meal, a vulnerable creature to be claimed. Their intentions were clear. They meant to take the baby, not out of malice, but out of the primal need to survive. The white tigers, hidden amidst the dense foliage, watched the unfolding scene with growing intensity. The female, her maternal instincts awakened, emitted a low growl, a warning that went unheeded by the wolves. As the wolves closed in, their snarls echoing through the trees, the male tiger exploded from his hiding place. His roar, a thunderous sound that reverberated across the landscape, sent the wolves recoiling in terror. The female joined him, her movements fluid and graceful, her presence radiating an undeniable power. The wolves, confronted with the raw power of the tigers, retreated, their predatory aggression replaced by fear. They knew they were no match for these apex predators. The tigers, their eyes fixed on the retreating wolves, ensured they were far away before turning their attention to the infant. The female approached cautiously, sniffing the air, her senses attuned to the child's vulnerability. She nudged the blanket gently with her nose, a silent gesture of reassurance. From that day forward, the white tigers became the baby's protectors. They remained close, their presence a silent shield against the dangers of the wild. They provided warmth, their thick fur offering a soft cushion against the harsh Patagonian nights. They stood guard over him, their keen senses alerting them to any approaching threat. They even seemed to understand his cries, their soft rumbles a form of comfort. Weeks passed, and the baby grew stronger, his cries becoming less frequent. The tigers, their bond with the child deepening, continued their guardianship. The female, in particular, displayed a maternal tenderness, her actions mirroring those of a human mother. She would gently nudge him, clean him with her rough tongue, and keep him close to her body for warmth. One crisp morning, as the sun began to paint the snow-capped mountains with hues of pink and gold, the female tiger made a decision. She knew she couldn't keep the baby in the wild forever. He needed human contact, human care. With a heavy heart, she gently picked him up in her jaws, her powerful muscles surprisingly delicate. She carried him through the forest, her movements careful and precise, her maternal instincts guiding her. She emerged from the woods near the outskirts of El Chaltén, her eyes scanning the modest houses, searching for a suitable place. She chose a small house, its windows glowing with a warm light, a sign of a loving home. With a final, tender look at the baby, she gently placed him on the porch, ensuring he was warm and safe. She then retreated into the shadows, her heart aching with the bittersweet knowledge that she was doing what was best for him. The residents of the house, a kind woman named Elena and her husband, Carlos, discovered the baby on their porch that morning. They were shocked, then overcome with emotion, they took him in, their hearts filled with love and compassion. They named him Mateo, a name that resonated with strength and hope. The story of the baby found in the forest spread through El Chaltén like wildfire. People marveled at the miracle, the inexplicable survival of the infant. They whispered about the white tigers, their mysterious appearance, their unexpected guardianship. Some dismissed it as folklore, others believed it to be a divine intervention, but the truth remained, etched in the heart of Mateo, a testament to the extraordinary bond between a human child and two magnificent creatures of the wild. Mateo grew up knowing he was special, his life a testament to the power of love, protection, and the unexpected kindness found in the most unlikely of places. As Mateo grew into a young man, he felt an inexplicable pull towards the wilderness. He would often wander to the edge of the forest, his gaze drawn to the towering trees, the rustling leaves, the symphony of nature's sounds. He felt a strange sense of familiarity, a feeling that he had been there before, that the forest recognized him. He didn't remember anything specific, but the feeling persisted, a whisper in his soul. Elena and Carlos, wise and perceptive, noticed Mateo's connection to the wild. They didn't discourage his explorations, understanding that it was a part of him, an intrinsic element of his being. They shared stories of the local wildlife, the majestic condors, the elusive pumas, and, of course, the legendary white tigers. They spoke of their beauty, their power, and their mysterious nature. They never explicitly told Mateo his own story, believing it was his to discover in his own time. One crisp autumn day, as the leaves blazed with color, Mateo ventured deeper into the forest than he ever had before. He followed a winding trail, his heart pounding with anticipation, a sense of destiny guiding his steps. He felt an unseen presence, a feeling that he was being watched, that he was not alone. He wasn't afraid, though. The feeling was comforting, familiar. He came to a clearing, a small meadow bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, and there they were, two magnificent white tigers, a male and a female, stood at the edge of the woods, their eyes fixed on him. Mateo stopped, his breath catching in his throat. He felt no fear, only a profound sense of recognition, a feeling that he had finally come home. The tigers didn't approach aggressively, they simply stood there, their powerful forms radiating an aura of quiet strength, their icy blue eyes gleaming with intelligence and warmth. Mateo took a tentative step forward, then another. He felt an invisible connection, a bond that transcended species, a link to his past, to his very beginnings. He knew, instinctively, that these were the tigers from the stories, the guardians of his infancy, the silent protectors who had watched over him when he was abandoned and alone. He didn't know how he knew, but he did. The feeling was undeniable, etched into his very being. He reached out his hand. Slowly, cautiously, the female tiger responded, taking a step forward, her movements graceful and fluid, She nudged his hand with her head, a gentle gesture of recognition, a silent acknowledgement of their shared history. Mateo felt tears welling up in his eyes, a mixture of awe, gratitude, and profound love. He spent the rest of the day with the tigers, sharing a silent communion, a connection that words could not express. He felt accepted, understood, as if he had finally found his place in the world. He knew he would never forget this day, this reunion, this profound connection to the wild, to his past, to the magnificent creatures who had saved his life and shaped his destiny. From that day forward, Mateo continued his connection with the tigers, visiting them regularly in their forest domain. He learned from them, not just about the ways of the wild, but about the deeper truths of life, the interconnectedness of all living things, the power of love and protection, and the enduring bond between humans and animals. He carried their spirit within him, a reminder of his extraordinary beginning, a testament to the unexpected kindness found in the most unlikely of places. He became a protector of the forest, a guardian of its secrets, a bridge between the human world and the wild, his life a testament to the enduring power of nature's embrace. Mateo's connection with the white tigers deepened over the years. He understood their rhythms, their moods, their silent language. He learned the secrets of the forest from them, the hidden trails, the best places to find water, the subtle signs of approaching weather. He became a part of their world, an accepted member of their family, a human link to the wild heart of Patagonia. He never spoke of his connection to anyone in El Chaltén. He knew they wouldn't understand. They saw the tigers as dangerous creatures, animals to be feared, not revered. He kept his secret close to his heart, a precious treasure, a bond that was sacred and unbreakable. He knew the tigers trusted him, and he would never betray that trust. As Mateo grew older, he became a respected figure in El Chaltén, not for his secret, but for his deep understanding of the natural world. He worked as a mountain guide, leading trekkers through the challenging terrain, sharing his knowledge of the flora and fauna, and instilling in them a respect for the delicate balance of the Patagonian ecosystem. He was known for his calm demeanor, his sharp instincts, and his uncanny ability to predict the weather. People whispered that he had a special connection to the mountains, a gift that allowed him to navigate the wilderness with ease. He used his earnings to help Elena and Carlos, repaying them for their kindness and love. He built them a new house, stronger and warmer, a haven against the harsh Patagonian winters. He cared for them in their old age, showering them with the same love they had given him. He never forgot the kindness of strangers, the open hearts that had taken in a foundling and given him a home. One day, a group of scientists arrived in El Chaltén, eager to study the rare white tigers. They had heard rumors of their existence, whispers of their majestic beauty, and they were determined to find them. They approached Mateo, knowing his reputation as a knowledgeable guide, and asked for his help. Mateo hesitated. He knew the scientists meant well, but he was wary of their intentions. He had seen how humans could exploit nature, how greed and ambition could destroy the delicate balance of the wild. He loved the tigers too much to risk their safety. He told the scientists that he knew nothing of the white tigers, that they were merely a legend, a figment of local imagination. He offered to guide them to other areas, other wildlife, but he refused to lead them to the tigers' hidden domain. The scientists were disappointed, but they respected his decision. They explored other parts of the forest, studying the diverse ecosystem, but they never found the white tigers. Mateo kept his secret, protecting the tigers from human intrusion. ensuring their continued survival in the remote wilderness. As the years passed, Mateo became a legend himself, a figure whispered about in El Chaltén, a man with a mysterious connection to the wild. Some said he could talk to animals, others claimed he had magical powers, but Mateo simply smiled, his eyes reflecting the wisdom of the mountains, the secrets of the forest, the enduring bond he shared with the magnificent white tigers. He lived a long and fulfilling life, his heart filled with gratitude for the extraordinary twist of fate that had brought him into the care of Elena and Carlos, and the profound connection he shared with his wild family. He never forgot the kindness of strangers, the unexpected love that had shaped his destiny. He carried the spirit of the white tigers within him, a reminder of his extraordinary beginning, a testament to the power of love, protection, and the enduring bond between humans and animals. His life was a testament to the magic that can be found in the heart of the wilderness, a story whispered on the wind, echoing through the mountains, a legend that would live on for generations to come.